Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Our podcast goes on. Let's go to the Los Angeles Rams. So this is the preview for the Los Angeles Rams. If it's your first time watching our YouTube video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know your predictions for the Rams this coming season. The Rams were 12-5 last year. We guessed 8-9. Clint, you had them last year, and I had them, and Talon had them at 9-8. So although I was a little bit higher on Stafford, I think I wanted to re-listen to the whole thing. This was one of those things. Maybe the injury got me scared of Stafford arm. But anyway, let's get into their preview. Favorite move. Clint, give me your favorite move that the Rams made.
Myles Garrett, like anytime you can get a dude that is just that disruptive, that overpowering, gets to the quarterback. They're already good at it. I just think the Rams do a great job of like, hey, we got a chance. Let's take it. Like, I know Jared Verse can be really good, and I think he technically had more pressures than Myles Garrett last year. But Myles Garrett is going to get there. He's going to get to the quarterback. He's like a freak of nature. And again, when you have a chance, look, if they beat Seattle, they're winning the Super Bowl, right? Like, I think any team in the NFC West would have made the Super Bowl. They're winning it last year, right? So, look, you got to overcome Seattle if you're them. How do you do it? You got to get to the quarterback, and if you can do that by upgrading, even if it's short term, along with, well, I won't cover it. Just with the other upgrades they do, you got to do it. You only got a year or two to with Stafford. Let's take advantage.
Yeah, really like that move as well. How about you, Talon?
I think I give the edge to them solidifying cornerback Trent McDuffie from the Chiefs. Obviously, you can't fault the Myles Garrett one, but just because I feel like there was a glaring need at cornerback, arguably that was their weakest on defense. So the upgrade from Garrett from Averse and how good that D-line already was from whoever their starting quarterback was last year to McDuffie, it feels like a larger leap. And it showed, these organizations need humility to adjust glaring needs. And that's what they showed here by addressing it right away. So Trent McDuffie was my favorite.
Yeah, I had those two down as well. Aaron Donald, is it been confirmed he's coming back or no?
Supposedly confirmed. This week.
What's that? Supposedly this week?
Yes, supposedly he's going to decide by the end of this week.
Okay.
His wife's going to decide by the end of this week.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, their defense is going to be better. I think your reasoning, Talon, was really good though about McDuffie. That's good. Okay. Least favorite move. Let's start with you, Talon, on this one.
Going back to why I thought their skill position was just below the Seahawks is because of lack of wide receiver depth. And we know Puka has shown that the way he plays is so violent, he can get hurt. Devontae is old and who's at 3. So going Ty Simpson when they could have had any of the wide receivers there, Mekhi Lemon was projected going to the Rams, which would have just hurt, but not capitalizing. It's like, what are we doing? Your offseason moves show you're in win now. Yeah. Everything is showing win now. And then this is a play for the future move, which I get. Oh yeah, but you want to balance the two, but nah. If you hold the Lombardi Trophy, that erases all the sins of not playing for the future because you won it. You won it all. So this just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't. Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Clint, you got a least favorite?
Yeah, I still had Ty Simpson too. I'll get into it when we get to red flags more, but again, you have a short window. You have the 13th pick. I know, maybe it's a little inside job because his dad is like friends with Les Snead or whatever. I just think quarterback like that, especially if you're Sean McVay, like, bro, we're pulling Brock Purdy like in the 6th and 7th round. We're pulling quarterbacks like late in the draft. I think in this system you can find dudes, you can resurrect guys like Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield. To do this, but to take the 13th pick in a year when you're trying to win it, in a year when, as you brought out, there's some depth issues, I just think it's like trying to do the Warriors like, hey, we see around the curve, or we're like next world thinking, and I think could potentially bite him in the butt.
Yeah, Simpson was projected to go somewhere in like the late first, early second round too. So it was kind of a reach too at that point. And they also have like some offensive line concerns as well. So it wasn't just like the receiver depth. It's like you could get, like we talked about with the Cardinals, is like you build in the trenches. So more important to have like a strong offensive line probably than any other position group other on the offense other than the quarterback. So yeah, whether it was a wide receiver or offensive line help, and then on top of it, you reached it. I agree. I just think that was not a great pick for what they're trying to accomplish.
And if Stafford goes down in week 3 or whatever, like a bad injury, Ty Simpson is not starting. They're just going to call Jimmy Garoppolo, who didn't like officially retire, right? They're not going to go with Ty Simpson the rest of the year if Stafford is out for the year.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to bring in a vet. So you didn't even draft a guy that like you're confident, oh yeah, hey, we're gonna try to win the Super Bowl with Ty Simpson.
Yeah,
Exactly
correct.
right. Great point.
Yeah, great point. Yep. Okay, let's go to green flags. Going into the season, our biggest green flag for the Rams is, start with Clint on this one.
Yeah, the biggest green flag is the combination of what Talon and I said before between Garrett and McDuffie, is that defense just takes that step up, because that defense struggled against Seattle, struggled against the 49ers, and they have the offense to overcome it. But if you can have a defense that's going to lock down and keep teams under 20, that's your success to like, hey, we don't have to rely on Matthew Stafford to throw it 40 times or to make these, insane plays all the time.
Yeah, their defense is, I think, going to be really good this year. Talon, what about you?
Yeah, just the construction of the team. Biggest green flag is it might arguably be one of the greatest teams going into a season. Uh, and if it can stay that way, yeah, green flag. I mean, this has been one of the most anticipated teams, I think, in recent memory that people unanimously are all in on.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen anything like it before, really.
Yeah, I have, even like you mentioned Stafford, like you said, Stafford doesn't have to throw it 40 times, but McVay with that offense, the run game, and Stafford, if they have to win games, they can do that too. So like you said, well-rounded, they can win in a variety of ways. They like to run that 12 personnel. I think that's a green flag as well. Mm-hmm. Red flags. Start with you on this one, Talon. What's your red flag for the Rams?
My red flag will be by posing a question: why did the Rams lose the championship game to the Seahawks? If you could single it down to one play, what was it?
Oh man, you would know. You tell us.
I know I've watched it so many times, right?
Yeah.
The special teams when he fumbled. We were
Oh,
punting the ball. Rams were going to get the ball back, probably take the
that's
lead.
right.
That fumble turned everything. It turned the game on its head. Gave us easy field position. And what did they not address in the offseason or the draft? Special teams. And so, yeah, it can be forgotten. But in many instances, that's what loses these important, crucial games. And they didn't address it. So we'll see if it comes back to bite them again.
Yeah, that's a good one. That would be like a sleeper one for me. I didn't even think of the special teams. Clint, what about you?
So it kind of went with what Talon said and what we said about Ty Simpson, is like depth. Like,
Mhm.
obviously they have a top heavy team, but if you take out the defense, if you just think offensively, like if Puka goes down and Devontae Adams, you just assume the gradual, like let's just say he gradually ages out, right? Like he doesn't look like a guy that's just going to fall off a cliff. They got nothing behind that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're down to like Devontae Adams is your one, and Jordan Whittington, and right, they have tight ends, but the 3 tight end personnel kind of like, look, teams have kind of seen it, right? And if they know there's not Puka to take the top off the defense or to make something look crazy, like how successful can it be? So I just worry that offensively, I mean, obviously if Stafford goes down, it's over. But if they have an offensive injury, or heck, even if Trent McDuffie went down, right? Like the dudes they have behind there are like no ones. And my red flag for them is just, hey, depth.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have injuries. If you get one or two, it really catapults on a team like this where one guy going down, then you cannot afford a second guy to go down. So for me, hey, if they have some injury issues, I think the Rams could be one of those teams that we started out right now. Like this team healthy might just cruise to a Super Bowl, or this could be one of those teams that were like, the Rams just went 6-11 because two guys went down and then it just all fell off the rails.
Yeah, I agree. I wrote down depth as well. Especially the backup quarterback. I mean, you hit on it. It's like Stenson Bennett is their backup quarterback right now. And it's like, so if Stafford misses 4 games, it's like, that's going to be rough for your offense. It's going to be hard to survive those 4 games. So, and I know you can say that about a lot of teams, but like, I don't know, there's veteran like Garoppolo or something like that you could have, I guess, but maybe instill a little bit more confidence. But you do have Stafford, who has a tendency to be banged up during the season. So yeah, depth is, I think, huge for them. Fantasy football go-to, Clint.
I rarely do this. I usually not try to be like, hey, let's front run something, but dude, just pay for Puka. If he's out there and healthy, like the dude is automatic. And this Rams offense, it just plows through him in the passing game, right? I know they try to do the 3 tight end stuff, but like he's a little bit of an injury risk. But with Stafford out there, Puka Nacua is a top 1, 2, or 3 wide receiver.
Love it. I love it. Okay, so Puka. Okay, how about you, Talon?
Yeah, quick question for Clint. What about with the newest revelations about the potential legal stuff coming up? Do you think that just can fall through? Because that just came out again today.
Yeah, I have a tendency, same with like Josh Jacobs, to think that it'll get pushed off. But that would be a big wrench. Yeah, if they're like, hey, 4 games, Puka. I mean, I think they should do 16 games for all I care. But that would make me a little nervous because that drumbeat has picked up. But I don't know if that's just, like, hey, it could be a possibility. I mean, Rashee Rice avoided it for like a year and a half, and he was actually like arrested and like hauled into jail. So
it's true. That's true. I like Blake Corum just because watching a lot of Rams games last year, naturally rooting against them. Blake Corum made huge leaps and bounds from his rookie season where he underwhelmed greatly in contrast to his draft capital. But I like him. I think he's super talented. I think straight up he's better than what's his name, Kyle Williams, right?
Kyren.
Yeah, I knew something wasn't right about that. Kyren Williams.
Yeah,
and
I might have called him Kyle before too. So
no, don't bail me out. That was my fault. That was me being dumb. Don't listen to my fantasy advice anymore. I can't even name their starter. Yeah, but Blake Corum, I like him. And he's reasonable too.
So is that why Kyren is going in like the mid-3rd round? Do you think it's because there's a lot of hype on
his
Corum?
Snap share? Kyren went down to like 65% towards the end of last year.
Okay, because I couldn't figure it out. Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, he finished as a top 10 running back last year. Kyren did, but he's taken as the 15th. And these are some of the players that are being taken ahead of him: Genty, Achane, Hampton, Brown, Williams. I'm talking about Dallas Williams, Javonte, and then the Jeremiah Love. All are being taken ahead of him. And I'm like, I would just take Kyren in the 2nd round over any of those guys because of the run game. But so it's probably because they're worried about Corum not just eating, but even starting over him at some point.
Possibly. And to that, Kyren is still great value because they're going to see so many red zone opportunities, most likely. Yeah. Unless the defense got so much better that the offense doesn't have to do as much work. And if that's the case, they're going to be running out a lot of clock, which I feel like Blake Corum would be the go-to for running out clock too. So, man, I just talked myself out of Kyren again.
Yeah, I know.
Full circle.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Like it. Okay, let's do our predictions then. The over-under was 11.5. So let's start with Talon here. What do you have the Rams finishing at?
I think they will win 13 games, and I think they'll lose 4. If the team stayed healthy all year, I think they'd probably go 15-2, 16-1. So those 4 losses are a result most likely of different periods without different key pieces, which going into the season, projecting and seeing all the analysis from other predictions, it always seems to forget about the fact that injuries are just part of the league. I think the Niners and the Seahawks are the two teams best positioned to split with them and be their two losses. And I think the other two losses will be on account of not being full strength for different periods of the season.
Okay, I like it. What about you, Clint?
12-5.
Yeah. And I have them at 13-4 as well. Okay, so that is our preview for the Los Angeles Rams. Like and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment down below what you think their season will be like this year. Okay, ready to move on to your team, Clint, the 49ers. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.